Hey guys, Greg with BTOD TV and BTOD.com. Today's Q&A question, which asks, how do I find the right size standing desk? How do we actually know what size standing desk that's being shown on the website, the different dimensions that are offered, are actually going to work for our space and the things more specifically that we're putting onto our desk? So Nick Lear in our sales department actually has a really good tip that we're going to be using today. It's almost like a hack. Basically what it is we're going to be showing you on the floor by taping off some space how big of a surface that you would maybe be looking to buy would look like with your things on it. Because it's very difficult to understand when you put a couple monitors on there, maybe a phone, maybe your picture, what that's actually gonna look like for the different dimensions. So this will give you a real life example. So we're gonna do it on the floor here for this particular situation, but if you have a large dining room table at home, this is also another way that you can do this, so long as the surface size that you're looking at is gonna fit within the constraints of that dining room table. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so before we go ahead and tape off the floor, I want to talk about the things that you're going to need. So we've got painter's tape. This is so that it easily comes off the floor, or if you do put it on a table, same thing there. And we've got our tape measure. You can see I do have quite a few items here spread out around me. These are the things that I normally would have on my desk. So 2 monitors, sometimes 3 monitors, phone, computer, those types of things. So the 24 by 36 is going to be the first size that we tape off on the floor. And the reason for that is because this, again, is the one that is the most commonly bought and is returned because it is very small, and you'll see that once we tape it off on the floor. After that, we'll check out a 30 by 72, which is another popular size, but it's going to give you quite a bit more space to work with. So let's go ahead and start taping off the floor. And I'm going to, just to let everybody know, I'm going to use the inside dimensions of the tape as I'm taping off the floor. All right, so now that we've got the floor taped off, and it's again 24 inches deep by 36 inches wide, and this is very close to being exact, but it doesn't have to be exact. This is just a rough idea, so if you're within a quarter of an inch, a half an inch, it's not gonna make or break. But you can see that this is small. So we've got some items around me here that I'm gonna just start to put on top of the desk to give you an idea what it's gonna look like. So number one, we're gonna put one monitor on there. We can already tell that's taking up quite a bit of space. Now if you have 2, you'll have to put them off to the sides. So this is going to work, but as we can tell, we have monitors off the edge of the desk, and that's good. It just depends on who's walking around your desk. I know that this will work for a lot of people, but it's something that you should be conscious of. But now, if we want to put a phone on there, you know, we're running out of space pretty quick. Obviously, we're not going to have any space to put our computer. Your speakers are going to have to go below the monitors. If you have a laptop, you'll probably have to use the laptop as the keyboard because there really isn't going to be a ton of space here. We won't have room for the light, and unfortunately, the picture of the rocks isn't going to make the cut here. So that's pretty much what it looks like when we're at our smallest size. And these are 2, I believe, 22-inch or 24-inch monitors. All right, so we've taken everything off the 24 by 36, but you could tell there really wasn't a lot of space there once you put the 2 monitors down, and they were 2 24-inch monitors. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna show you the larger size, so the 30 by 72. This is a really popular size, and many people are looking for this because of the amount of space that it gives you on your surface. So I'll go ahead and tape that off. We're gonna leave the original surface down on the floor though, to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like compared to the 30 by 72. So we've got everything taped off on the floor for our 30 by 72. You can see there is quite a bit of difference here in size from that 24 by 36. We're gonna do the same thing now. We're gonna start putting all the different items on the desk and see how it works out. We're gonna center things up to here just because it is so wide. So we'll start with the monitors. No place for that picture though, is there? Still no place for the dang picture. All right, so as you can tell, there is quite a bit more space here available for almost everything except for the rock picture, and that's just because the computer is put up on top of the desktop. So there are solutions to save some additional space here, like we could use a CPU holder in that particular situation, and then the rock picture or your family picture could make it back onto the surface. But hopefully this helped give you a better idea of what the different desk sizes will look like with the different things that you can put on the surface. Now, if you've done this before and ran into the same issue, please help us out and help everybody else that's looking for that right size standing desk, and drop comments down below on things that you may have done to solve your space problem. If you like this video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you've got any questions, again, related to the furniture industry, send them to our direct message on Instagram, BToddTV at Instagram. Thanks a lot for watching.